Dang it! Welcome back, people. This is Mr. High Llama, and this is another episode of Kerbal Space Program. Yay! And last time we went to the moon and got a bunch of science. Since then, I've gone to the moon many times to collect even more science. Let's, can I look at the moon from her? Yes. Let's go and look at the moon. And here we go. I like that. It gives me some nice ambient lighting here. Every single flag is a time that I landed on the moon. I basically just tried to land on every single crater and get the research there. So I got this North Pole one. That was interesting. And Northwest crater, East Side crater, Southwest crater, Far Side crater, Polar crater, Moon's East Side, Moon's East Far Side, all kinds of these craters. I don't know if there's other things you can land on, but I got so much science landing on the moon. I'm kind of done with the moon now. We got tons of science, and let me show you. Okay. Alright, so here we are, back again, looking at how much science we've got. If you click on that, you can click on the moon, and these are all the sciences that we got from the moon. So that's pretty good. Look at that. Pretty much amazing. I missed one there, I missed one there. Well, whatever. Goo observation high over the moon. I don't know. I think we pretty much wore it out. I mean, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 15, 24, 24, 24, 32, 100, 100, 100, 100, 150, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 150, 150, 32, 32. You know, it's a lot. We're done. Moon, it is time for bigger, better things. And I'm thinking, Minimus. We don't know anything about Minimus. So, I bought us some more goodies. Let's see. I don't remember what I had last time. I know we had this. I bought the atomic rocket because if you check out the ISP on the right, it says in a vacuum it is 800 ISP. That is absolutely phenomenal. Its thrust to weight ratio, though, if you do the math, is kind of pathetic. So it's not going to be a very fast acceleration, but it's going to be very, very efficient with the fuel that it uses. So I bought that. I bought these couplers, Competrons, because I'm thinking we may, in the near future, want to build a space station. I bought, I think I'd already, yeah, this is more space station-y goodness. The hitchhiker storage container holds crew members. All these kind of things. Lander, the bigger command pod. We may use some of this now. And I bought some stuff for making space planes. Some more stuff for making space planes. A new engine for making space planes. So we'll probably do an episode about that in the future. I already had all this. I think I bought this also. These fold-out photovoltaic panels. So we got a lot of new stuff. And I'm pretty excited. So I'm thinking we need to build a ship designed to go to Minimus. So let's do that now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Okay, so new plan. I saw a second ago, where'd it go? This bad boy right here. Mobile Processing Lab. Now, Mobile Processing Lab will develop to help increase the amount of science we're able to do in the field instead of needing to haul samples all the way back to Kerbin. The Mobile Processing Lab will allow you to process these samples on site. The model is guaranteed to spontaneously combust less than the previous models, and also has the equipment necessary to clean out and restore functionality to inoperable experimentates. So, if it can clean out and process all of my science, all I have to do is get my science back to this processing lab, right? So instead of having to land all of my Science Junior and everything back on Kerbin, all I have to do is bring it back to, say, a space station that has one of these in orbit. So I think I may move up production of our space station 2 today. Let's get one of these in space so that we don't have to land our science back on Kerbin in order to get it. We'll have to dock on the space station instead and just return the Kerbals to the planet. It's a lot easier to land the Kerbals back on the planet than it is to land all of that science stuff and then potentially lose it, which happened to me a couple times. So let's do it this way. I think is better. So that said, we can build a ship to go around to deliver this into space. I think I probably got all the pieces I need. So let's see how we want it to go. Well, welcome back. I think this is what I'm gonna do. I know I don't have the technology for the fancy cones to put on top of these yet, and I was trying to save the weight because I know this thing is gonna be very, very heavy. So let's see. I want to see if we can get this core here. So this with the RC propellant and the science guide mobile processing lab. I got some battery packs and lots of solar panels to make sure we stay charged up. And I'm going to be setting it up without crew to start. No crew. So, what's this? Where's Jebediah? That doesn't sound good. We may have lost Jebediah somewhere. Okay, hold on, don't worry about that. Let's just put this into space. I'm thinking like at 300,000 meters, so 300-kilometer orbit should be good. Nice circle orbit out there, and that's what we'll use as our docking platform to return our science. That way, we don't have to land all of our science experiments on Kerbin. I think that'll be better for us when we're doing our Minimus excursions. Let's do it. Let's see if we can get this into space. Gonna launch a ship. Gonna launch a ship into space like a boss. Oh man, this thing is gonna be so heavy. Seems stable enough. It is the thing 7. Satellite thing 7. That's probably a Satacore, I think is what I called it. Alright, and we still got our one rocket. That's good. So, get us out. What is out here? That's at 700, so we ain't going that far. We just want 300. So I'll get us as close as I can. Hopefully I've got enough fuel. I hope that I do. Now I can control my pitch and everything again. That's good. Trying to keep it closest to an equatorial orbit as I can. Alright. That's good. Everything looking good. Slow down so I can get it as close to exact as possible. Yep. We're getting way, way on out here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yep. Yep. Looking good. Great. Great. Almost exactly 300,000. So we'll have a little space station floating around right here in between our satellites that do jack squat. Don't do nothing. Ship. Look at this. This thing is amazing. I'm very impressed with myself. Using the big rockets that we got, with all that fancy research that we used, learned, searched around the whole planet Kerbal and getting all that research. I remember. Plenty of fuel to fool around with, getting ourselves into the perfect orbit that we want. That's good. Alright, and there we go. Let's see what we ended up with. Not perfect. Not perfect. So when we get to here, we'll do a little bit of burning. So let's go ahead and speed up time and try to circularize our orbit a little bit. Getting our orbit as exact as we can will help us to ensure that it's easy to dock. Easy to dock. We don't want our docking to be pain in the hiney, because docking is already tricky and we don't need to make it harder on ourselves. So go ahead and get lined up with Prograde here. Hello, Prograde. Nice to see you again. There we go. That's pretty good. 300,600. And then we got to pull this one back down. So we'll just stay facing this direction, because over here this will actually be retrograde. So go to this side and we'll pull it back down a little bit. And we'll have a nice, almost perfectly circular orbit. Just what we need for setting our station free. Doing minute little tiny adjustments. Oh my goodness. Alright, 300, pretty good. Off by 300 meters between the two. That's not too shabby. And we're gonna have this giant fuel supply still attached, apparently. I didn't, you know, I probably should have gotten rid of this so that it would return out of orbit, but I didn't think of that. Didn't think of attaching another command module to this so I could fly it back out of orbit. Like a satellite probe or something. But oh well. So we'll just blast it off into orbit and it'll just be flying around, flapping in the breeze for all eternity. No problem. Alright, so let us get faced north and south here. And we're doing pretty good on electric charge and monopropellant. Good. I wanted to bring a ton of monopropellant up. Alright. Just turn the SAS back on to kind of get us stabilized here. Facing in the direction that we want. Alright. That's pretty good. Alright. So let's get rotated how we want to be. Something like that. Looks good. Because there's our hatch in the front. Make sure we're still pointing the right way. So actually I ended up having a lot of extra fuel that I didn't need, but I didn't know how hard it would be to get the thing into a perfect orbit. We ended up not having too much trouble. So that's great. Great job for us. Go ahead and get our panels out. Alright, very good. And this will help keep all of our batteries charged up, because we've got this guy that allows us to control the thing. So the station doesn't actually require any kind of Kerbal intervention to stay you know, with the SAS on and everything, so that's great. And we'll go ahead and extend our transmitters. Great. I know they're pointless, but they look terrific. And so we got our electric charge all back up now. That's good. Okay. And let us get rid of our fuel section. So snap, crackle, pop. And I'll use my RCS to kind of push myself away from it vertically. Great. So our orbit should be pretty much still the same. Yeah, off by about actually a little less than 300 meters. So that's pretty good. So there's our station. And we will call it, can I rename it? I can click control from here, for sure. And rename vessel, we're going to call this station. Station Lamma. Well, no. Research Station Lamma. And then a cool sciencey sounding word like Competron. I like it. Okay. Very good job. That takes care of that portion of business. Now we want to get a section up here docked to the bottom that will hold excuse me, fuel section that we can use to fuel up our Minimus-er transfer technical term. So let's go back to the Space Center. Okay. So now we need our fuel section. Oh no, you know what? That was complete failure. Okay. Everything went absolutely as horribly wrong as it possibly ever could. Dang it. Alright, we're gonna try this again without the messed up shit. Go ahead and get on up. Once again, didn't look to line up. So probably gonna be horribly off. Get those guys off. Don't want them, don't need them. We'll just drive with this up to our orbital altitude, which I want to be 290. And we'll actually use that smaller engine for the orbital insertion. And we'll actually hopefully be able to use that to fly back down, so we'll see. I'm not sure how it's going to go. Go ahead and jettison this. Don't think we're going to need it anymore. And kind of shake it off. next engine ready for using. And I have now, well, no longer do I have any kind of gears for turning. It's just going to be RCS. So hopefully that will be enough for us. And hopefully this little engine will be enough to get us into orbit and to... This will fall back to the planet at this point. Whereas only this will remain in space, and I'll actually hopefully be able to fly it back if it has enough fuel. A lot of ifs that I don't know are going to pan out. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and get ready and do our orbital insertion burn here. Alright, now that the fuel tank is installed, we got to deliver a crew to the space station to receive the research. So let's do that. This can hold 3. Like that. Looks good. That's probably plenty enough power to get us out there and do what we gotta do. Got some boosters, get our engines down here too. Good. Jettison that nonsense first. Well, we'll probably just do this all at the same time. Like so, and we'll call this the Kerbal Shuttle Scuttle X4, capital X. There we go. We'll do that, and that's just enough to get 3 Kerbals up to the satellite, or up to the space station. So let's try that out. Get those Kerbals up there and do a little dock there. And then we'll make our spaceship to get to Minimus. And that may be in the very next episode. Alright, let's see. I installed a couple mods called Cool Engines. And it just adds some particle effects to the cold engine sitting there. So it's pretty cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and throttle up. And... Hey, look at this little spaceship, looks great! Alright. 2.9 kilometers is certainly close enough for us to start doing our approach to the Lamma Competron station. So what we want to do is go ahead and lose our velocity respective of the station itself, and then go straight towards it. Alright, point ourselves at the station itself. Go ahead and give a big old burn right at it. Brilliant! Brilliant strategy I have. Self high five for that. Come on, baby! Get close! I'm trying to dock Kerbals. I seem to be a little bit off, but that's no biggie. Oh, so much snot and boogers, man. You don't even know. Getting in there nice and close. Very good. Very good job. And still coming in. Go ahead and open up our shield. And we gotta figure out how we're gonna get oriented here. Let me kill this off entirely. Very good. Why can't I figure yes, face north. Facing north. And let's see, I'm too high, obviously. So we want to go down a little bit. And there we go. There goes all of our electric power. Is gone now. Very good. And let's get... Oh, not like that. Not that. So let's get over there. See if I can face a direction that's going to make sense to my control scheme. And we just keep that icon dead centered and we should hit it. Take a peek. Yep, we're moving up. Moving up on it. And just keep it centered up. That's my technique anyway. I don't even really look at what I'm doing. I just kind of keep that icon dead centered, lined up underneath the center of my spacecraft, because I try to keep my ports so that they're dead center on whatever I'm trying to hit. We're getting close now. Should be docking any second now. And we got it! Bada bing! Bada bing, bada boom, no problem. Don't even, that's the trick. Don't look at what you're doing. You just do it. Don't even look at what you're doing. You just stare at the butt of your spacecraft. Just look right into the butt of it. And make sure them points are lined up right in the center of the butt of your ship. You're good. You're golden. No work necessary. Everybody be trying to fly all over the place, do stuff. I ain't doing none of that. Forget it. Hopefully, my batteries are charged up now. Hopefully. Can I manually charge it? Can I select a battery, maybe? Where are my battery packs? I should have put lights on this thing. I know I got batteries. Ah, there it is. I can right click that. And then right click that. And say electric charge in. Yep. And that is the point of this space station. Right there. It's your one-stop shop. Great job. Done. That should be enough electric charge for me. And we'll go ahead and turn this off for now. And what we want to do now is just transfer some Kerbals into here. And then we'll have one fly the ship back home. I didn't want to leave any junk in space. So who shall we put up there? What? How did these guys end up in the ship? I thought we selected a different crew. That make no sense. I definitely selected different people. I know I did. Why are you in my ship? Get out. Now I'm stuck. I gotta put one of you guys in there. I flew the ship the whole time, never looked and even saw who was in it. Because I just assumed the people that I put in it was still in my ship. Dang it. Alright. Well, Bob and Bill, time to do some research. Alright, let go. Turn on your jetpack. Here we go. Little tiny EVA. Get you into the ship here. There's a doorway. Little tiny EVA. EVA report? Hey! I got some science! And I grab on. And then I board. And now he's in. And EVA report high over space. How do I review data? I don't have to transmit it. I thought I could collect it. Maybe it's because the lab isn't full yet. I gotta have it full, I think. Alright, so here we go. Bob Kerman, EVA, go. Grab on. And get him in there. Now they're both in. So review data. Keep data. How do I... What do I do with it? It's supposed to make it so that I can collect science. Well, I'll transmit it because I can. But I thought this thing's supposed to make it so that I can collect my science from here. Anyway, lab status, operational. Great. Crew report. Nothing to say here. Alright, now I'll just return Jebediah back to the planet. And then we build our ship, we dock it, we fuel up, and then we head to Minimus. Land, come back, dock, and reset all of our experiments, and then go back to Minimus again. Alright, let's do it. No problem. If I burn here, I put my periapsis right here. By the time I get around the planet, it may have turned to where I'll land there. So let's go ahead and try that. Do our little burn, see if we can get it down to about... I don't have very much fuel. I'll use RCS if I have to. I find that I land pretty close a lot of times to where my periapsis is. So, like, you hit ground there a lot, sometimes, depending on what my velocity was going into the atmosphere. So, let's see how close I get to that. G-forces are staying pretty low, as usual. 30,000 feet is the magic number. If you hit that, you might pop out of the... Well, you know, my drag chutes kind of hit me there. That was my fault for jettisoning and screwing up my staging. But you typically stay in the green. I think it's a good trajectory. If they do ever initialize the heated re-entry in the game, 30,000 feet, I'm guessing, will probably be the best bet. And once I hit ground here, find out if my... Oh dear. I'll find out if my trajectory was correct, if I landed right near periapsis. So, and returning Jebediah safely back to Kerbin. Lost the engine and everything, but everything else is fine. Crew report? Nothing. So let's find out. Check my map. And I'm right. Look, right at periapsis. That's exactly where it lands. So if you can predict where the planet's going to be, you can put your periapsis... it's hard for me to predict it. I'm going to try to put my periapsis right over Kerbal Space Center and then try to land there. But it is hard to predict where the planet's going to be when you do your burn to reduce your periapsis, because you still got to travel all that distance, and while you're doing that, the whole world is turning beneath your feet. So it's kind of tricksy, but yep, my theory stands correct. Aim for the periapsis. The periapsis is where you're going to hit the planet pretty much. So that's how I do it. That's how I'm going to do it. So I basically landed in a foreign country's sea. I have violated all kinds of international protocols, and Jebediah will likely be eaten alive by cannibals. But that's fine. He likes it. He'll be back to join us again on the next episode when we build our ship that is going to take us to Minimus. We're going to dock it at the station, fill up on fuel, and go to Minimus and come back. And that's next time, Mr. High Llama, Kerbal Space Cannibals. Hey guys, this is Mr. High Llama, and I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click like and subscribe right underneath the window, and leave a comment too. I want to hear what you have to say, good or bad. Give it to me straight. And tune in next time when we play some more video games, just on a different day.